With that, we'll begin today's hearing with LR 33. Senator Conrad, welcome to the Government, Military, and Veteran Affairs Committee. Good to have you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Anderson. Good afternoon, members. My name's Danielle Conrad. It's D-A-N-I-E-L-L-E, Conrad, C-O-N-R-A-D. I'm here today to introduce Legislative Resolution 33. Legislative Resolution 33 calls upon our congressional delegation to take affirmative action in regards to the antiquated and disruptive current practice regarding changing our clocks twice a year. I won't belabor the point. This committee has already heard competing measures from Senator Merman and Senator Hunt. They have been advanced to final reading in this legislative session. I think that you are well versed in the scientific, economic, familial, environmental, different policy underpinnings that have been put forward in regards to ending the antiquated practice of changing our clocks twice a year. And I brought forward the legislative resolution as potentially a third way, a fail-safe way, a belt and suspenders kind of way, to put it a few different ways. In regards to the measure Senator Merman and Senator Hunt brought forward. I carried a measure that I picked up from Senator Tom Breezy after he ascended to become state treasurer. We had a great debate on it, came out of committee strong, and then we just couldn't find consensus on standard time or daylight savings time moving forward, much like we've discussed this year as well. But that being said, while we're still each grappling individually and collectively with how we go about changing the time to either standard time or to daylight saving time, it does seem to me that we have found a significant amount of consensus on ending the practice. So, taking into account that consensus and recognizing that perhaps some of the approaches available to us under federal law may result in a patchwork result, it seemed like it would be perhaps good timing to ask our congressional representatives to take up the measure so that we could have a uniform approach to these issues, which would be beneficial for economic reasons and otherwise. We've seen recent action on the federal level where we saw strong support from the U.S. Senate. We have seen public statements from President Trump where he has pledged some of his support for ending the antiquated time-changing practice. And if by some strange reason, Senator Hunt or Senator Merman's measure do not make it past the final hurdle and to the governor's desk this year, I hope they will, and I'm voting for both of them. I do think that this provides another option or a complementary option to also ask our federal delegation to weigh in, as this is an issue that has taken a lot of our time amongst as state leaders to then ask them to look at it from the federal perspective as well. Additionally, I was constrained by the 20 bill limitation, so I was unable to continue my work in this regard, and so I was trying to think creatively about how to raise the issue and get around that ridiculous rule. So it comes to you for a lot of different reasons, and I'm pretty candid about why. Happy to answer any questions. It is a serious legislative resolution. It is substantive. I would like to see it advanced and adopted this year so that it could go to our federal delegates for consideration. Happy to answer questions.
Thank you, Senator Conrad. Are there any questions for Senator Conrad?
Okay. Thank you.
Senator Lonowski.
Thank you, Vice Chair Anderson. Thank you for bringing this. So, the second whereas, common sense reforms, and I'm really serious. Has anyone looked at half an hour between the two?
Yes, Senator Lonowski, and great question. I actually have read a fair amount of studies and articles and policy papers on exactly that approach. Recognizing, much like our legislative body has been either ambivalent or of two minds in regards to how to make the change, there have been a host of scholars who have put forward a compromise plan to settle in the middle and call it good there. That would also be fine by me.
Okay.
My goal is to end the practice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions? Senator Conrad, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So it looks like in here, you're advocating for permanent daylight savings time. You're picking between the two, right? I think the line starts whereas in 2022.
I don't think so. I think it's asking for reform of the present approach regarding daylight saving time. But if there is an ambiguity there, I'd be happy to
No, I
work with
think I
the
misread
committee
it.
on that.
It's my mistake.
I've thought about it a lot. I probably have a very slight preference for standard time, but I would be happy with daylight saving time as well.
Thank you. Chair, I'll turn back over to Chairwoman Sanders.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
I think we covered it, but I'm happy to
Awesome.
entertain your questions, your grilling, Chair Rick Sanders.
No grilling, just information.
Very good.
Searching. Any questions from the committee? See none?
Well, you guys really know how to pack them in. Or maybe
So-
that's a testament to my
Why don't you
legislation.
stay right there and I'll ask for proponents? None, have we already gone there? You were closing? Okay, opponents.
Unless
and
Zach's jumping up,
then-
or
So
the
propon-
troopers,
For the
or the
proponent,
red coats.
and there is none. The committee also received ADA accommodation testimony from Tanya Cruz in support of the LR. Read, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then the ADA accommodation written testimony, proponent one.
Thank you.
And 0 opposition, 0 neutral. And an online comment, proponent one, opponent 0, 0 neutral.
Very good.
And this was your closing?
I will
Yeah.
waive my,
Thank you,
or snap it.
thank you. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
All right, that concludes the hearing for LR 33.